Scheduled tasks can be leveraged in several ways within Spider Impact. First, it can be used to help bring data in via imports. I'll select Administration in the bottom left, and then Import Connections. I see that imports can be made from a database, FTP, Google Sheets, Zapier, or a web service. To define a connection, I would select Add Connection next to the appropriate section. I've already defined a connection to a MySQL database and entered all the parameters like the database name. Once the connection is defined, I can then leverage it under Imports, where KPI values, initiative status, and data sets can be imported. For example, I've created an import that will retrieve KPI values from a particular table in the database, and then drop those results into 4 of my KPIs in the scorecard structure. I could choose to run the schedule at any time manually by selecting Run Import. If I prefer to have this automatically run, I could select Edit Import Schedule, then Schedule Import, and set the desired schedule frequency. I would then click Save, but for now I'll just click Cancel. I could leverage a similar process to import initiative status updates and data sets. Scheduled tasks can also be leveraged to help export data out of Spider Impact. Objects can be scheduled for distribution on a regular interval. To show where that's located, I'll select Dashboards, select Sales Pipeline, and then select Send To in the top right. For the options, Word, PowerPoint, PDF, and PNG allow for scheduling the object in that format. For example, I'll select PDF and am presented with 2 options. I could choose to download the PDF now, but I'll select Schedule Repeating. From here I have several options. I can select Calendar and choose the desired one for this object, monthly, quarterly, etc. But I'll just go ahead and leave that as monthly. Under Type, I can select whether the export should be relative, which gives me options like current period and 1 period earlier, or I could select by date. And I could lock in a specific month in this case, maybe September of 2023. But I'll switch back to relative. Under Send Export To, I can select individual users or groups that I want to receive the export. In this case, I'll just leave myself. Under Schedule, I can choose the frequency of which the export goes out. I could choose quarterly, monthly, weekly, or daily. I can also set the day and time of the export. However, I'll leave all the defaults of quarter, first, 12 a.m. Central, and click Schedule. I'll then confirm the schedule time and click Done. The process is the same for strategy maps, reports, charts, scorecards, initiatives, and data sets. However, briefings are slightly different. I'll select Briefings and Monthly Staff Meeting. Note that for briefings, Send To is not available in the top right. I first need to select Options. I can then select Send To, maybe PDF, Schedule Repeating, and then click Schedule, confirm the time, and click Done. To see where scheduled exports are captured, I'll select Administration in the bottom left, and then Scheduled Exports. I see I have a dashboard and briefing item already captured. From this location, I have options for history, download now, edit, or delete. I'm actually going to choose to delete the monthly staff meeting export by clicking delete 2 times. I'll go back to briefings and note that there are 14 slides in this particular briefing. Each slide contains data that could take several days to finish compiling each month. Instead of setting a fixed schedule with the hope that all the data has been compiled in time, I could manually choose to publish this briefing each month when I know for sure everything is ready. In the top right, I'll select Options. This time I'll select Publish or Subscribe. If I was a regular user, I could check the Alert Me when this is published box. Depending upon my permissions, I can also add other users and groups as subscribers. I'll click within the box and select D. Whenever the administrator of the briefing publishes it, the subscribers will then be notified. Since I am the administrator of this briefing, I'll select Publish Briefing. I could type a custom message like, "The September briefing is complete," and then click Publish. I'll then select Done 2 times. If I click Home, since I'm one of the subscribers, I'll see that alert immediately come through.